Hey there, my beautiful coconuts. This is your girl Chanel here, back at Chachi's Book Corner. I hope you guys have a great weekend, especially those who are dealing with this snowstorm out there, especially yours truly, of course. I hope you're all safe and sound at home, away from the roads until they're clear and safe to drive on. Also, I hope you stay cozy and warm, and don't forget to charge everything in case our power goes off. For those who had started with me from the very beginning, I fell in love with this series, and let me tell you, I've been hooked nonstop. The series is called the Off Campus series by the one, the only L. Kennedy. It's all about a hockey team from our university has been drawn by different people, especially women on campus. Each story has its unique twist and point of view. Which makes this so cool is that the characters you meet in one book will definitely interact with all of the other books in the series. So far, we have covered at least 3 out of 12 books, but don't worry, we're going to cover the rest soon, especially that she's going to be releasing another book in March that will be a part of the series. Plus, if you're really interested on this series and planning on reading it yourself, I am going to be making a playlist for it. So if you are curious, if you want to read it too, I will help you out with that. The book we're going to be talking about today here on Chachi's Book Corner is called The Chase by L. Kennedy. If this is your first time here on the channel, check out my other videos. But other than that, let's get started. Before we dive into the discussion, I just want to share this beautiful sweater that I'm wearing with you guys, especially talking about this fantastic book. And it's quite interesting because this is the very reason why I am going to cover this book. Also, I want to give out a special shout out to Lotus, who actually got this sweater for me, and she got me the rest of the collection. So I really can't wait to share all of the books with you guys. But also, I want to thank Lotus, and I love you, sis, so much. Also, I want to thank one of my besties, Amanda, who actually got me this really cute mug for Christmas. I don't know if you can see it. And I wanted to show it off to you guys. Amanda, I love you so much because you know I am such a hopeless romantic. And I just love the fact that she and my other besties has been supporting me throughout this journey. And I want to thank you, sis, from the bottom of my heart. And I love you guys so, so much. And I just feel so cozy already. Now, let's begin with our amazing review. First, I definitely want to say hi, Elle. And I want to say that this entire series, especially the book that we're going to be talking about, I am in heaven. So the book that we are going to be covering is a slow burn, but with a little mix of enemies to lovers and roommates to lovers between our characters of Summer Hayward DeAtlantis and Colin Fitzgerald. But there's a little thing that I forgot to mention to you guys. Summer is actually related to our OG characters in the first set of our off-campus series. Now, Summer is actually related to Dean Hayward DeAtlantis. She's actually the younger sister to him. And I have to say, based on what I hear from everyone, Dean is actually everyone's fan favorite in the series thus far. And now you're curious as to which book Summer's brother is currently in. He actually is in a book series, in the off-campus series called The Score, which his love interest is Hallie A's, who is the best friend to Hannah Wells in our new deal. But don't worry, I will be covering every single book in the off-campus series so you can have a neutral understanding as to what is going on. Summer to me is one of the coolest characters I have encountered in the entire series. Not only she's incredibly stylish, but she is fiercely loyal and protective of her friends, of her loved ones, but she can be a formidable force when it matters the most. However, I noticed throughout the entire book, people tend to judge her based on her appearance rather than her intellectual abilities, which leads me to discuss due to the fact that she's actually dyslexic. Due to her learning disability, she struggles to prepare her studies and certain reading materials in advance. She's afraid that people would judge her harshly, so she adopted the persona of being the cute ditzy blonde. One of her main problems or conflicts, I would say, that she faced was when her leading man, Colin, actually told one of his friends that she was very easygoing, which she overheard at their party. And this news really shattered her heart because she developed having a crush on him. However, she was so angry that she moved on and have a brief fling with one of our other characters that we will encounter in later on in the series named Hunter Davenport. Colin noticed this and he was extremely upset. But little did we know, the reason why he said that comment is because he started to have feelings for her. But he couldn't act on them because he actually made a promise to her older brother Dean that he will not be involved with her. Like the bro code, you know? Which leads a dilemma between both parties. And there's an interesting twist though. He has difficulty admitting his feelings because his parents were going through a divorce when he was very, very young and constantly bickering with each other, which leads to him making it hard for him to express his true feelings, especially romantic feelings towards Summer. Throughout the story, I really enjoy the dynamic between Colin and Summer. Colin, being a secret nerd, which I really love so much, loves illustrating video games, which leads to the cutest part of the story where he grew inspiration of Summer's beauty on a character that he was working on. And Summer, being a fashion major in campus, needed help on a swimsuit brand, which she enlisted Colin's help and the entire hockey team showcasing her brand. And throughout the story, they encountered one or two problems that I don't want to spoil to you guys until you read the book. So now you're wondering, what is the lesson here? Never judge a book by its cover because there are some things that you would never imagine someone will go through that will shock you. Another important lesson is never second guess yourself. When you do, you limit yourself and you don't want that because you are capable of great things. You have to push yourself to places that you never thought you could go. Is this book worth it? Absolutely. This book has everything that you desire: a slow burn romance, roommates who turn lovers or enemies, of course, and a cast of amazing characters with their own stories to unfold throughout the series ahead. I won't reveal their identities until I do, but they bring in captivating love interests with unique dynamics that complement each other. I just adore their interactions and how they support one another during their most challenging moments and highlighting their positive qualities. Their story is very engaging and captivating from the very first chapter, drawing you in and keeping you hooked throughout. So I highly recommend this book. So I'll give this book a solid 4.4 out of 5 stars. And that is all for today. I'm just thrilled that I was able to discuss this book with you guys, especially the upcoming ones. But don't worry, I'll be covering the first set of the off campus series with you all, especially that we're getting another book in March. For those who don't know, this entire series is going to be adapted into a TV series this fall on Amazon. You heard that right. This will focus on the first couple of the series, the love story between Hannah Wells and Garrett Graham on the New Deal. I already covered this story in my channel, so if you are interested, please check out the video for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like it, repost it, and leave a comment down below. If you like my content, you can follow me and enable all notifications for my upcoming videos and posts. You can follow me on Instagram, which is LilyGirl95, which is the same thing as my TikTok. But I also have a YouTube channel called Chachi's Book Corner. I really can't wait to see you all this week. But the most important thing is, please take care of yourself so you can be the best version you can be. I love you all so much, and I'll see you then. Bye.